What's up, guys? Anthony here for Rev3 Games. I've got David Bruno with me. He's a PR rep for Tomo, SNK Playmore, and we are playing the new Neo Geo X. And this thing is awesome. We're playing some Metal Slug, and you brought the entire Neo Geo X Gold bundle with you.
I did.
So we are playing with the handheld docked in the Neo Geo X station, and we've got 2 of the arcade pads with us. And tell us a little bit about each component of this bundle.
Sure. So with the bundle, the Neo Geo X Gold, you will get the Neo Geo X handheld device, which comes pre-installed with 20 games. The Neo Geo X Gold Limited Edition, which we just announced earlier this week, will include a Ninja Masters game card, so you're going to get 21 games total.
Awesome.
You'll also get the docking station, which charges the device when it's docked and outputs a signal to HDMI or composite for the old school gamers out there. I mean, you have CRTs and just like dedicate classic gaming to CRT monitors and stuff. Then you can hook it up, so you can hook it up HDMI or CRT. So you get the cables for that, you get the handheld, you get the docking station, and you also get an arcade stick. And in the arcade stick, they are using the same parts as the original Neo Geo.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that surprised me, because when this was announced, I mean, I gotta say, I was a believer and a hater at the same time, right? Because you guys sent out like an email with the announcement and a picture of the thing.
That's what
I was like,
us PR people usually do. So
I was like, yeah, I was like, this is either a render or it's gonna be cheapy plastic or whatever. And I really thought that the cheapest part of this thing was going to be the feel of the arcade pad. But you guys are using the exact same kinds of components that were in the original Neo Geo pad. So this thing feels great.
I love, yeah, I mean, I'm sure people can hear the clickiness.
So clicky.
I love it.
Oh.
There's maybe like 20% of people out there can't stand the clickiness, but because they might associate clickiness with being cheap or something. It's not smooth and like
those
Ferrari-like.
people are all
but
under 24.
Yeah. Totally.
So the other thing is the handheld itself is a really nice size, you guys. I was expecting something almost like I was expecting something Game Boy Micro sized. I was expecting something mobile phone sized. How big is the handheld? You
know, it's a little bit bigger than palm's width.
Okay.
So yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I first saw the shots that everybody was like, oh my God, this Photoshop is too good to be true. And I was on that boat too for a brief period of time. But yeah, I was thinking there's nothing to compare it to. So I was like, what is this, Game Boy Micro size? Is it PSP size? So it's a little bit in between, actually, which is a great size. Like you can still fit it in your pocket. I can fit 2 arcade sticks, the Neo Geo Station docked with the handheld, all in a backpack. And
then there's also the game card expandability. So you get 20 games on it, and then there's a game card available with Ninja Masters.
Yep.
Are they all going to be single game cards?
To my knowledge, we haven't announced any of the games or the price point for the individual games.
Okay.
But so far, to my knowledge, yeah, they'll all be just one game. But they do have the 20 preloaded games. I should probably get out of that slug before I die.
Whoa.
Oh, we killed him in time. Good.
Nice. So
yeah, so 1 game per card, to my knowledge, so far. We'll have more details on that probably in the next month.
What was the logic between single game at a time as opposed to like maybe bundles of series of games or greatest hits?
At this point, with a new console, old console,
yeah,
there's no real reason to kind of cannibalize your titles yet, and so they're just going to release it and allow people to play the 20 games already on the system. I think that's kind of ample for the time being, but I'm hoping so. But yeah, I don't see them blowing through the whole library so fast.
Right.
Maybe later on in the life cycle of the system, they can release compilation discs and or compilation cards, things of that nature.
And this is this hardware emulation or is this software emulation? Have we gotten to the point where you can just put a Neo Geo on a chip, or is this running something else?
Well, the hardware itself, I believe, is being emulated. The games are a proprietary game format, so you will need to buy the game on a card when we release those, probably around the same time as launch, or maybe even early next year when the game cards start rolling out and they acquire more licenses to put from SNK.
Right on. And one of the other things that I like about these controllers are USB.
Yes.
This is not this is not like the standard Neo Geo controller port.
I'm imagining where there's a will, there's a way, and I can almost guarantee that somebody's probably going to come up with an adapter if they don't do it first, which I should hope they do.
Obviously these classic games are not widescreen to begin with. When I'm on the handheld, Are they playing widescreen? Are they playing at 4:3?
When you're playing on the handheld, you can actually play in native resolution by pressing one of the shoulder buttons. So the handheld does have shoulder buttons. The right R1, R2 will pause the game, and then the L1 and L2 will switch between native resolution and stretch.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look too bad, and you've seen it doesn't look too bad when it's in the stretch format.
Price point on all the different components.
Yeah,
what are we looking at?
So right now, the gold, the Neo Geo X Gold Limited Edition will cost you $199.99. That's the handheld with the 21 games, really. The 20 games, and the Neo Geo X Gold Limited Edition is the one with the Ninja Masters game card.
Gotcha.
Not to confuse everyone. We'll say everything, all in all, is $200.
Okay.
You get an arcade stick. You're going to get the docking station, the Neo Geo X docking station. You're going to get the Neo Geo X handheld, composite cables, HDMI cable, power cable. So
That's
not
awesome.
too bad when you look at Neo Geo X games, priced at $200.
Yeah, that's what's really amazing to me about this is, a Neo Geo, when I was a kid, was like just this object of desire because it was like $800.
It was mythical. It was like trying to find like a 4-leaf clover.
And something like this, I feel like just has to appeal to people who
all those
wanted
people
this.
who never got it.
It's just done so perfectly. Like this is such a great replica of the system, and the arcade stick just feels so perfect. So far, I mean, obviously, we've only played with this thing for a few minutes, but I'm loving this thing, you guys. When are we going to be able to get our hands on these things?
December 6th worldwide.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Yeah, thank you.